Guile's theme goes with everything, but that's not Guile's theme.
Nope.
That's Ken's theme.
Yep.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, that's Ken's theme. That's Ken's theme.
Yeah.
Kyle's theme is...
I know. I just like Ken's theme better.
And it's already contented ID'd. Everyone, this is episode 11 of the Couples Cast. We're back. And with more people.
Yeah.
I'm Johnny.
I'm Melanie.
I'm Sylvie.
I'm Gabe, and I'm building a death fortress on Minecraft.
Yeah, Gabe's a little distracted right now. He discovered creative mode in Minecraft, so he's building a skull castle and punching a creeper with a block of cobblestone, and he's just kind of just standing there.
I just want
no, he's
Fuck off!
Fuck
Fuck off!
Just trying to go away. Anyways, yeah, we're back. First off, a little bit about the hiatus for the podcast. If you guys don't know, we had the podcast over at the Couples Play channel, but I made the decision to kind of move everything back over to the main Johnny Chase channel. Since I'm now part of Fullscreen Incorporated and the Screwattack network, as far as an MCN. So yeah, we're going to just get everything going back on here. Now, some of the changes is it's going to be a 4-person podcast. We're all going to be here. But because of our conflicting schedules, we can't do this on a weekly basis. So, we're going to get together as much as we can.
Yeah, you can't always do a foursome. You got to keep it special, you know.
Oh my.
Oh, dear God.
Well, the format's pretty much going to stay the same, beginning with, what's coming up on the channel, then into the topics we want to talk about, and then Q&A afterwards. But we had no Q's from the last one. So we're just
been a long time.
Yeah, we're just basically going to start over from scratch and go from there. So in the future, at the bottom of the video here, if you have a question that you want to ask us for the next episode, leave it down below and we'll get to it when
we get a chance.
We get to it, yeah. Like I said, no set schedule. I mean, keep an eye on Twitters and we'll let you know. It's like, hey, all 4 of us are together and we're either gonna record episodes together of the Couples Play, like us all playing a game together, or we're just gonna go straight to a podcast. Whatever we decide.
People, you can cue my A anytime. You know what I'm saying?
Really, Gabe? Really?
I know you want to cue my A, but
yeah. So and that was all right. So let's just quickly, what's going on the channel? A couple of backlog episodes from the previous channel will be re-uploaded here.
Not the Justice League thing.
No. That's too much backlog. And
that was a pain in the ass.
I'm just going to make a separate playlist, so if anyone ever wants to watch
the longer stuff will be there.
Yeah, it will all be on there. But I think I might re-upload Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games. Even though the Olympics are far from over, that was still really
a lot of fun.
That was a fun Let's Play. So we're gonna put that up.
Yeah, Poon's all like,
just put the link down in the description later on. And,
well, it's probably not gonna be uploaded by the time the podcast goes up.
So Poon's all like, Olympics went great. Let's celebrate by taking over Ukraine.
Actually, to tell you the truth, Gabe, there's actually been an internet law been passed in Russia. For against bloggers, so if they want to blog now, if they have over a particular amount of followers, they have to register with the government sites.
I'm not surprised. It's Russia.
Okay, that's that.
Oh boy.
Okay, we're going into politics in this thing.
Yeah, let's get back to topic. I really don't feel like talking politics right now.
Well, since those two went on a very southern and warm trip, how about they talk about that?
Thank you for that suggestion.
Well, we'll get into that because I'm still going over what's still coming up on the channel here.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of quickie achievement horses that go on before not the grand finale. I'm not ending the show. No.
A grand finale and a quickie. Oh my!
I've got just two arcade titles that I'm going to be covering. So those ones don't take too long because they're 12 12 achievements each for older stuff, and then 20 or 30 for the newer stuff. So those won't take too long. But there are ones that I really, really, really wanted to touch on. One especially because it's a game that I actually wanted to play for quite a while. Well, one I wanted to replay for quite a while. And before the next one, the big one, it's going to be coming. What are you doing?
I'm strafing left to right, and I'm doing like those old...
the typewriters?
Yeah, the typewriter, yeah, it's just going... Welcome right back.
And they do that for the corn on the cobs on the cartoons, remember?
No context for this, but it's just something he's doing in Minecraft.
He's just leveling a ground right now, so he's just treating it like the classic typewriter
gag and
typewriter gigs in the old cartoons,
like Popeye and Looney Tunes.
Good
times.
Crazy.
I'm surprised they haven't done that in ages.
Okay, so go back so I can get off the topic of what's coming up the channel. So we can talk about other stuff. the big one is finally coming. I will finally tackle Final Fantasy 13. I mean, we're far beyond April now, so it's not an April Fool's joke. But Final Fantasy 13
for reals
will finally come. I'm giving it its due, both reviewing the game itself and talking about the achievements itself, because everything's bullshit. I will get to it. So yeah, that's what's coming up along other things. So yeah, maybe to let you guys know where we were for the last week and a half or so, because you may not notice on the channel because I had scheduled videos go up, so there was no activity while we were gone.
You weren't able to tell.
Melanie and I went down south to Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic.
We needed this.
Yeah, graciously paid for by the in-laws. Thank you guys so much. I needed this break. All-inclusive resort we went to. Flight, hotel, traveled back and forth to the hotel, from the airport to the hotel. Everything else covered. Oh my god, I love all-inclusive resorts. I mean, you got a beach, you got a hotel for a week, you got food, like buffets, like 3 times to eat.
Plenty of choices, so you don't have to worry about your pickiness.
Yes. Well, they have buffets, and the only ones that are like, if you're a picky eater like me, that's only like, here's my favorite foods, and I eat them 24/7. It's kind of rough if you have to be forced to just like, okay. The thing is, with us resorts, they have buffets, but they also have what they call a la carte, where you gotta actually show up and dress nice, and it's like, oh, here's your menu, and here's the 4 things that you can order. Pick 1 or 2, and then eat it. I don't swing that way. I want variety. So, but it's good. It was good. It was nice. I liked all the different restaurants we went to there. There's 4 different ones. There was Italian, there was Mexican, there was Japanese, and there was the International. So I never got to go to the International. From what I heard, it was just mostly a lot of. It was just like kind of like a taste of everything.
I don't think we tried the International.
No,
I don't even know there was an International one.
Everyone else was booked for that, and we had other plans, I think.
Oh,
I can't remember.
I can't remember as well, so...
No.
Well, what we did mostly is... What happened?
You keep forgetting about your spawn point.
Did you sleep in the bed?
No, I kept mining. I was like, I'm going to kill a little time. So I kept mining, and then oh, crap.
Okay.
Trying to drop some lava.
He's still, even if he's in creative mode, he's still learning the nuances of Minecraft.
He's such a
noob. You have to pull left trigger on the bed in order to set your spawn there.
Yeah, once it's night.
And then once you do that, then you can say he's basically right now he's building directly where the original spawn point was, and it won't let you put lava on the spawn point. Although, I don't know, if you sleep in a bed, I don't think it'll do that. Anyways, we're going off back on the Minecraft, and we're trying to talk about a resort trip.
Yeah.
The pool that we were at, that was the
our main... yeah, you loved that pool.
But it had a swim up to bar, and it had like cement stools that you could sit in, and the water would be up to your chest, and you just... plop your little container down and just like, cerveza, por favor. Fill it up to the top.
It's a trap!
You drink it till there's skunk piss, and then you give it back to him. He's like, fill her back up, buddy. Yeah, I love that place. I loved it.
Yeah.
There was one night there that I did go overboard, and I was drinking directly
You
after.
scared the snot out of me almost. Well, not quite, but it was getting close.
Yeah, I scared the snot. I scared the snot on myself as well, because what happened was, I picked one day where I was just like, yeah, today's the day I'm just gonna get shit faced. This is the day I'm just gonna drink. So after breakfast, I hit the pool, and I
You tried to convince me to do it too.
Yeah, well, you got cut loose a little bit, but
Well,
not as loose as I did, because my God, I ended up getting sick right before supper, and my vision blurred. I had spots all over my eyes, and I'm just like, I'm not in a good place. But you know what? After I got sick, then I was fine for dinner and everything else.
Yeah, you were drunker than a redneck at a George Jones concert.
Hey, what's wrong with George Jones?
No.
Actually, I have no idea who he is, so it's
Neither do I, so I'm just keeping my mouth shut.
Yeah. But all
I'm not
inclusive,
a country
love
person.
it. We
Neither am I, but I went to a really redneck school, so you couldn't avoid it. So.
I did.
A lot
I
of
did
my
too.
family members are rednecks.
Funny thing with mine is I did go to I live in a small village where everyone everyone knows each other, but it's also you're way outside city limits, so everyone kind of goes to the countryside of activities. So it's mostly four-wheeling, skidooing, hunting,
Pig chucking.
Or trying to pull up something off of the Dukes of Hazzards.
That's further down the road, but that was never me. I always levitated most of the city, so I would take any opportunity to go into the city, and now I live in the city, and I absolutely love it. That's why I'm kind of whenever they have this thing locally, it's called the Pollitt River Run, where basically everyone gets together with a shit ton of coolers with beers in them, and then just drive their four-wheelers through the mud. And chuck drunk girls into the river because they're trying to beat up 30-year-old guys. There's a couple of videos of friends of mine posted on Facebook from their iPhones of some girl, 18, drunk as a skunk, trying to tackle some 30-year-old dude for no reason. It's just you look at me funny, you look at me funny, fuck you! And the dude's just what are you doing? It's I'm 6'2" and you're 5 foot nothing, 90 pounds. He picked her up and dropped her in the river. And she got back up all muddy and tried to tackle him. And he just she kept slapping him in the face. He never lost his cool. He's just you look at this thing. She's she's nothing, and she's trying to slap me. I was are you fucking serious? It's just the stuttering,
the
drunken
slap thing that they do on Archer.
She's drunk and I don't think it was that bad. That whole ow, 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 quit it.
Nice, Pam.
Bear claws. I think I can do a pretty good Pam from Archer. Bear claws.
You're gonna have to put your voice in a more pitched, maybe.
Press the blue button. Aisha's button's not gonna kill everyone. Press the red button.
Maybe we can delve into that a little bit. Archer Season 5, Archer Vice has ended. And as everyone pretty much guessed, they are going back to where they started. At the beginning of the season, ISIS got shut down because they were running the thing illegally. And then they're oh, what are we going to do for jobs? It's well, I do have all this hundreds of thousands of kilos of cocaine worth about $50 million. Let's sell it. And then Archer gets all excited. He's Archer Vice! Something Danger Zone! Then, yeah, but basically it goes through the whole thing.
It was kind of funny considering it went the exact... I didn't expect them to go, drug busting and stuff like that. I was thinking, Miami Vice, they were going to be private detectives or something like that. And
that's what I thought at first. It's private detectives in Miami the whole time, but it's no, it's all about cocaine.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny seeing Pam getting all skinny, bitchy.
Well, yeah, she got addicted to the cocaine second episode.
So she was starting to look like Dolly Parton with a bun head.
Yeah, but everything came around full circle.
As it usually does.
Yeah, so ISIS will be back next season. And I guess they also confirmed Lana's child is, in fact, Archer's.
Oh, big surprise.
Yeah. But they didn't, not in the way you would think. It wasn't caused by the pity sex because he had breast cancer.
Hey!
Bless you.
I'm sorry if that peaked the audio.
No,
Actually,
she did it away from the and she did it away from the.
We're all peaking anyway, so it's fine.
You know what's
it's
funny?
fine. It's fine.
You did a vlog this afternoon, right?
Yeah.
And anyway, you sneezed in that vlog. You know what happened? Your auto correction kicked in, and it actually threw off the tint. So you were blue for about a split second.
I have it on that true white setting, I think, on the camera. I just used the proprietary software that came with the camera. I don't really do
it's just a
anything
little
with that.
vlog.
Yeah, it's just a vlog. Like, I don't want to use my HD camera, and I don't want to spend all that time rendering it out to cut all the stuff. Either in Adobe or YouTube, because, like, you can do, like, quick edits in YouTube, like, if you want to cut a few seconds off here and there. But it still takes that long time. It's like, we're going to process stuff.
What?
It's night, go to sleep.
Oh, thank you. That was like...
I was looking at somebody, she was trying to signal it, and it's like, I'm like, what? It's like, you're making the sleeping notion? It's like, we just started the podcast.
I was like,
you're already going to bed? No.
It was
They
like...
told them to go to sleep.
First, it was like, what? And then it was like,
Go to sleep.
what? CM Punk? What?
Go to sleep. Go to sleep, man. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Well,
Let's just hope it works.
yeah. Well. All right. Well, let's
For
go
you.
on to probably what we'll be talking about for like the next hour to hour and a half.
Or something like
Star
we're in the-
Wars.
This is gonna suck. Everything.
Lots and lots and lots of Star Wars news. Oddly enough. Okay, before we get into Star Wars, he set his spawn. He reset his spawn to a bed, and he still can't process lava, or still can't place lava. So he looks like he's gonna have to build his skull castle somewhere
no,
else.
brother. I'm gonna hatch a scheme.
Are you gonna try and?
Let me guess. You're gonna put water there instead.
No.
No.
No, I'm
That'll
gonna
just
build
make hollow skull.
I'm gonna build a lava tunnel. I'm going to build a lava tunnel, drop it far, far away. That way it won't like go like, no, you can't do that.
You know you can do a pond of lava.
Maybe,
Same
maybe
difference.
if you go into options and say I don't care about the spawn, will it work this way? I don't know. Anyway,
it's kinda
Star
different
Wars.
for-
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Talk about Star Wars.
You fool! He's trying to save you money in long distance.
But you could save 50% if you switch to Geico.
Oh yeah, that Simpsons
15.
episode.
Yeah, with Mark Hamill, and it's just like, I'm here today as Luke Skywalker, but I want to talk to you about Sprint. As you can see, you can save up to 50% by the more dependable providers. Talk about Star Wars!
Yeah, more Star Wars. All
Like,
right.
hey, your leg's okay. Oh, yeah. See, the thing about that is,
Yeah.
he was
right.
also the security guard teacher that was teaching Homer how to be a bodyguard. It's like, your dad was okay, but I just didn't believe you. No! See, no! It's what gets you your next job. That job can give me 20. No!
Better.
Yes, she knows it. She's starting to get it.
Oh, how can you not know it?
Tons of Star Wars news coming on the heels of May 4th. May the 4th be with us. Well, not with a whole lot of people, because they've said now that they're starting production on Star Wars Episode 7 with J.J. Abrams at the helm. They have now stated, for anyone that was curious about any new characters that have been created, whether it be in novels, comic books, and video games, don't fucking matter. Expanded Universe is now non-canon. So, any of those awesome novels, like Heir to the Empire, any, like, Tales of the Jedi, any freaking video games, like Jedi, Dark Forces, Jedi Academy, The Force Unleashed, Shadows of the Empire, it don't fucking matter. They're all gone. All of your favorite characters, Dash Rendar, Kyle Katarr, Mara Jade.
That hurts.
Scar Killer.
Mara Jade,
Oh.
actually,
Mara Jade.
I don't know if she's canon or not.
Where's your hole?
Arden Lynn.
I decided to.
What about,
I decided to say fuck you to the game, so I dug a tunnel
Leia
to
and
drop.
Han's kids. Are they canon, technically?
No.
Nope.
Well,
Oh, there's my tunnel.
no.
Right?
not the-
Oh, god damn it! It's right next to my other spawn point. Okay, I'm digging that one.
Okay. All right. Star Wars.
Star Wars. Star Wars.
This could either be we laugh at Gabe making dumb choices in Minecraft or Star Wars.
We better like gay doing bad choices.
Well, I can't record it because I'm recording this. So
No, I know.
Anyway, yeah. So any of the expanded universe characters no longer matter. So Shadows of the Empire, Dash Rendar doesn't exist anymore.
What hurts me the most is Kyle. Fuck.
Kyle Katarn.
He is like Dark Forces 2. As soon as he got giant powers, he was just awesome. He became the Chuck Norris of the Star Wars verse. Ah, he was so awesome.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't
And
exist.
here's the thing: I've heard on other podcasts, people are just like, this means Star Killer never happened. Yay! I was like, what? I like Star Killer. I like Force Unleashed. And this is the thing too. They have now said that expanded universe no longer is not in canon. The only things that are in canon are the 6 movies and the Clone Wars animated series, the CG one,
And Old Republic.
and Old Republic, because that's like 4,000 years in the past. No one really cares. Well, no, it doesn't really matter into the overall arc. Like, decisions made 4,000 years in the future will not have any direct effect on Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, all that shit. That's fine. But what's really okay? But here's the thing.
Oh.
They say now that anything else that's written now will be in canon. They will work together with Disney and Lucas to make sure that everything fits together. Because there was this thing they were trying to write or do stuff for a new Star Wars game, and Lucas came
He figured it out.
in. Okay, Gay figured out the law.
We have
situation.
Yapa.
Now he has to
that?
figure out.
I dug so far that I stumbled into a cave. Now I have no fucking clue where I am.
You better make yourself some stairs.
Anyway,
Yeah. Tell you what, if they cast Chuck Norris as Kyle Katarn, I might forgive them. Like the actual Chuck Norris.
yeah, they could always put these characters back. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
they could always
So-
write them in somehow. But they also did say that they don't want to feel constrained by the expanded universe, so that they can, tell their own story and try to make it official,
Boo.
and not have to worry about all this other stuff. Now they have said that anything future will be written.
Whoa.
Will be in canon. They want to all work together. But the thing is, the one thing that's killing me now is that they are not going to finish Force Unleashed. Force Unleashed ended on a cliffhanger. The rebels are just starting to get started. Starkiller defeats Darth Vader decisively, has him kidnapped. Like, they have him in custody. Like, arms chopped off, like, stuck together, and he's just like, look, clone or no clone, I rose up against you. I've broken free of you. And he says, as long as, I can't even remember, what was the girl's name? I can't remember.
Juno Eclipse.
Juno Eclipse. As long as she lives, I will always control you. And then they take off with fucking Boba Fett and Slave One following them in hot pursuit. And
Star Wars,
now that's
Hot
like,
Pursuit.
and that's just they ended on that. Like, okay, how, like, I know, like, this isn't like official, but we need to know, how does Darth Vader escape so that he can finish work on the first Death Star? Will this lead into Leia getting the plans for the Death Star?
How do the Bothans die?
Hey,
What is
watch
a
my ear
Bothan?
gape.
Oh, sorry. But I want to know how the Bothans die.
What's a Bothan?
I don't know, but they're important.
It sounds
Well,
delicious.
no. And that also goes back to the expanded universe too, because like when she said many Bothans died to bring us this information, I'm like, oh, does that make Dash Rendar a Bothan? Because he in Shadows of the Empire gets the plans for the second Death Star and he gives to the rebels. And I think there was another game for the PSP and the DS where it was a Twi'leks that got the plans for the Death Star, and they said, okay, this is how it happens. I think it was like Lethal Alliances or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that is so not canon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no.
Going back to what I was saying earlier about how they don't want to feel constrained by expanding universe, because they were working on something before the Disney takeover, either a video game or a comic book or something, and they had reference things like photos and action figures and statues and all like that. Lucas came in to approve something, and he looked at Darth Maul, and he looked at Darth Talon, and he put them together, and he's like, oh, they're friends now. And they said, no, George, they're not. He's like, why not? Why not? They're they're similar colored. They're both Sith. I can put them together. It's like, no, she's from another universe. She's like, I think she was like Old
she's from the future and Maul's from the past.
Yeah, and it's just like, well, why can't I make the stupid bullshit that I want to? It's like, because there's expanded universe you can't fuck with. So I think Lucas told him, it's like, yeah, apparently there's all this stuff that's been written without my approval. I want to erase from history. It's like, you're the boss. Well, actually, no, technically you're not the boss, but...
we bought it from you, so it's ours now.
Actually, Lucas really has no more say in it, because he really did give everything to Disney. So.
Yeah. And that's fine. Like, a lot of people were going on about Twitter about this, about how they want... what they want is like Abrams did with Star Trek, where yes, it is technically a reboot, but the other universe can exist because it's time travel and it's creating a parallel universe.
Lava's coming.
Yeah, well, time travel and Star Wars, I don't like the idea.
Sorry. Lava is
well, it's the fact that with Abrams and the Star Trek reboot, it's a reboot, but it's done like, okay, the existing universe still kind of exists, but this is like a branching timeline because Nero came back, blew up Thor's ship, with the bad guy from Iron Man. Isn't that weird? Thor and the villain from the first Iron Man, not Jebediah's,
Obadiah Slade.
Oh, Obadiah Slade, not Obadiah's. I said Jebediah's. I'm sorry.
Jebediah.
Jebediah
Springfield. When he fought Kirk.
Oh, dear God.
No, that's weird. It's like
1952.
Yeah. I think I saw a photo somewhere. It was taken from Thor: The Dark Age, and it was like the moment you realize James T. Kirk's father hooked up with Anakin Skywalker's mother. It's Chris Hemsworth and Natalie Portman.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, but what fans are asking for, it's like, okay, yes, they're not canon, but can we just make this like another universe? It's like, well, not really, because you're still expanding on what happens after Jedi. So after Return of the Jedi, so you can't really have that. You can't really split off into two parallel universes or two parallel time frames.
Well, obviously, this is a
really
whole galaxy we're talking about.
You can't really have a Star Wars multiverse, unfortunately. Although that would be really cool if we could do Roboverse where Anakin Skywalker is still like the good Jedi. Maybe Obi-Wan's the one that turns to the dark side and becomes Darth Vader.
What?
Wouldn't that freak you out?
That'd be weird. But
it's like...
If it were like one of those alternate universe endings, like they always have in the games, like the dark side ending of all the games usually is like chains off into an alternate universe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like in the episode 3 Revenge of the Sith game, where if you play as Anakin and you kill Obi-Wan, then the Emperor comes down and he's like, good. Here's your new weapon. Here's your new lightsaber. We will rule the galaxy. And then he just goes, cuts his head off, and he's just like, I am the leader of the Empire now. Yes, Lord Vader. And he doesn't become a robot. Or with Force Unleashed, where like if you do like the bad ending and you become evil, then the Emperor makes you his personal apprentice to go off and do his dirty work. So you kill Boba Fett, you kill Jabba the Hutt, you kill Obi-Wan Kenobi by throwing him into the back of the Millennium Falcon.
That was awesome.
You fight Luke Skywalker and you make him so mad he turns to the dark side. Or you kill everyone on Endor, and when you get to Leia, she's like, when you killed my brother, I was next in line. Now I am a Jedi. It's like, holy shit, Princess Leia is a Jedi. This is awesome, but I'm still kicking your ass because I've got 2 lightsabers. Eat it, bitch. And then they send like 8 Star Destroyers to kill Starkiller. Starkiller's so cool. You guys are wrong. You guys are wrong. Starkiller's cool.
Yeah, I like Force Unleashed. Like, I really enjoyed my time with it.
I will agree that Force Unleashed 2 is like criminally short. Like, it's like super duper short, and that Dagobah mission was just like, it's like, oh hey, here's Yoda. All right, I'm gonna go inside here and then take off again.
Cameo, I am. Not here for long, I am.
Double Yoda.
Yeah. Well, okay, continuing on with Star Wars. No sooner did they announce that Expanded Universe is now non-canon, the internet explodes as they announce the official cast for Star Wars Episode 7.
Holy crap.
It was so big, it crashed StarWars.com. It looked like you were navigating Netscape Navigator from like 20 years ago.
I
I can't believe I'm old enough to remember that.
GeoCity.StarWars.com
////2754. I had a GeoCities account once. I think I actually named off my old account. I had it there where it was basically like, hey, here's all the Nintendo sprites and GIFs I could rip off the internet. Here's a bunch of WAV files. My brother had a 7 of 9 fan page.
Oh, God.
Sorry, man. Like, I found some guy on some World of Nintendo forum, and I'm like, hey, can you make me a logo? And I gave him a bunch of images, and he put, like, Bevel and Ambrose effects on it, and I was like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever! This is awesome! This is my own unique logo! He's like, I want credit. I'm like, yeah, I'll put your name at the bottom. That's fine. I did give him credit, though. I don't even remember who he was there. But then my brother wanted a website. He's like, I really like Jerry Ryan. I want to make a website about her.
Uh-oh.
He like grabbed up like a bunch of like her Maxim photos. I sent it to the buddy. It's like, yeah, can you make my brother a logo? It's a Jerry Ryan fan site. He's like, sure. And sure enough, he did. And we never kept up with those. It was stupid. Like, but it showed me how to do basic HTML. It's all good. Anyways, yeah, so they announced the cast. The only people returning are Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, and Harrison Ford.
Yay!
So no Anthony Daniels. So no.
Actually,
C-3PO.
I heard Anthony Daniels was confirmed.
Anthony Daniels.
C-3PO.
C-3PO.
Oh, yeah!
Master Luke. He's the one that he was built by Luke's father, but his memory was erased. But not R2. So what was R2 going like?
Yeah, well, R2 couldn't speak a word like in English.
No,
he was just.
It's like, I see C-3PO. It's like,
I can't do R2D2. Shit.
It's alright.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. They also announced other names that are going to be there. They haven't announced roles. Unfortunately, I don't recognize a single person that's on there. I think they say that there's one guy from Glee that's in there.
No, Grady.
As long as he doesn't break out in the song, unless it's in the cantina and then someone shoots him, then I'm fine.
I can use the force and you can't. That makes me better than you.
Sorry about the mess. Get back to the ship, Chewie. Get her prepped. The only name I do recognize is Andy Serkis will be part of this.
Hey, that reminds me. That's some good news because in the expanded universe, the New Jedi Order expansion, Chewie died. No big spoilers. You had
spoilers. That is a spoiler to me.
It was in okay. So this wasn't in the press release that I saw, but I do know that Peter Mayhew will be back as Chewie.
Woo!
Yeah. At least we'll have that.
Well, Mel, it doesn't matter anymore since the old continuity is now defunct, so I can spoil anything I want.
Well, if anything happened to him, I'm pretty sure the local Kurgan could probably take the role.
Oh my god, Kurgan is Chewie.
That would be one roided out Chewie.
One ripped Chewie or Chewie's kid.
Yeah. But like I said, Andy Serkis will be in the movie. I'm sure he'll be some type of motion captured character.
Damn it!
Come on, he's Gollum. You are just not having any luck with this, are you?
No.
You will definitely need to
he's
rebuild.
not. He is
hang on.
definitely
Basically,
not.
Gabe wants to create a castle with a lava pit, like a moat, and have
Along the lines of a Castle Gate Grayskull. But it looks
castle
like-
case. Oh.
Sorry!
And I said,
God dang it! What's going on? Oh dear God! I didn't realize my nice little slip up would turn into the internet meme. Oh, you gotta.
I got a zombie in
All
my
right,
area.
we're
Woo! Flaming
Shove.
zombie.
You shoved a zombie right into your lava.
Well, if it's not for Star Wars, there's something probably not as big, but is equally important.
Okay.
Free Comic Book Day coming up this Saturday.
Oh yeah, right before May the 4th be with you. Yes.
All right,
of
well,
course.
we're still on Star Wars. We'll get to the Free Comic Book Day in a sec, because still want to talk about A Circus and like what kind of character do you think he would play? Like,
Probably a complex alien, maybe maybe a new kind of droid that you can't really animate like traditionally, or you can't puppeteer like normally.
well, I mean, like in episode 1, they seemed
Hey,
to
dude.
puppeteer an exoskeleton C-3PO without any problems. I mean, just get a guy in a green suit behind him, just fiddle it around.
Well,
Or use a puppet.
Remember, General Grievous was entirely CG, so maybe it's gonna be another like kind of character like that.
Yeah, well, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, it'd be funny if he would be like a Yoda species.
That'd be kind of cute.
Imagine Luke. Imagine like roles reversed. Imagine Luke teaching one of the species of Yoda's, like of Yoda's clan, like like the same species that Yoda is, and teaching him the ways of the Force.
Well, the thing is that Yoda's species is supposed to be very like ambiguous, because even in like
Very rare.
yeah, apparently in the encyclopedias they really don't nail down what species he is.
Maybe they'll answer that question.
It's just that he is 900 years old.
I thought
Right.
he was like
And
over 400
you
years
look
old.
this good.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
we'll
I guess
have to
we're
see.
writing somewhere.
And Doctor Who's like, bitch, please.
I'm 906.
906, looking damn good. Picking up 20-year-olds and shit. Fuck you.
Damn, look at damn good.
Looking damn good.
Yeah.
And you're sizing a child.
Yeah. Looks so fine that they can just CG over my stupid puppet from episode 1. One of the many, many changes. Before we go on Free Comic Book Day, I'm just hoping that with all this hype, like they would just Disney find the prints. They have to be somewhere in the Lucas archives. Find the original prints, retouch them, and release the original cuts of Star Wars in their true format, in widescreen, and don't have it cut down to a 4:3. That's all I'm asking.
You know, that's,
It's there. Then people's like, oh, those original prints aren't around anymore. It's like, yes, they are, because they took them out in 1997 to make the goddamn special edition. You couldn't add all those stupid CG X-Wings and shit without the originals. I saw this on Oprah. Yes, I watched Oprah in the day, because she had something about Star Wars. And they showed the process of them
Yeah, I
taking
remember
every
that.
single frame, like, of the film, and like putting it in like some type of wash so that it looked brand new. Because like they showed it on a projector and it's like, yeah, it's like 20 years old. It's wrecked to shit. But hey, we put it in this special film and it looks brand fucking new. That way, I can add in Greedo shooting last. Pew! Or no, sure, I can put in Greedo shooting first. I can do the little head bob. And I can put in that scene I cut because Jabba looked like an 18th century poet instead of a big ugly lizard.
Ugly slug.
Yeah. Oh, and to correct the super best friend, and then they said, oh, IG-88's no longer in canon. Technically he is, because he is in Empire. In the scene where Vader walks back and forth and it says, you're free to use any means necessary, but I want them alive. No disintegration.
no disintegration.
IG-88 is standing right next to Boba Fett.
Oh yeah. That robot. Oh yeah, he's totally
that's
canon.
IG-88. He's part of main canon, so you can still do stuff with IG-88 because Dash Rendar doesn't blow him up on that junk planet.
Yeah, like I said, because they got rid of the expanded universe, like a lot of people were pissed off, but you have to stop and think about it. How many people died in that universe? Like characters you actually really liked. Main exception, Boba Fett. Because he survived the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, the Boba Fett getting out of the Starlight Pit. They can still go that. It's like, hey, that expanded universe idea where he chucked the thermal detonator into the stomach and blew himself up, and then he survived and hopped in a thing called... Blew himself out, sorry. And then blew himself up. Finally out of the Starlight Pit. Oh, there's my arm. Just put that back in. Alright, we're slave 2. Let's get out of here. They can still go back to that and be like, I like that idea. Let's steal that. Well, it's not canon anymore, so technically we can steal it.
Well, to be fair, they had to because a lot of those ideas were either made by Marvel or Dark Horse. Because back in the day, that's who they licensed the comic to. And a lot of those writers and artists were from those companies. But then again, Lucas owned the whole damn thing about Star Wars, so... they could steal it if they want to. If they want to.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you find a good idea here, that's like, yeah, I can put it in and tweak it and make it my own.
Unless they decide to go with Cyber Boba Fett. Cyber Fett.
God.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. I'm just imagining Boba Fett now with a cybernetic eye and giant wings, like Cyber Akuma.
Or Frieza.
Oh, God.
Oh, dang it.
Cyber Frieza with his pepper
Well,
mache.
let's just go with
Cyborg Frieza.
Thought you could destroy me, foolish Jedi.
Paper mache.
Death ball.
It's made with 1,000 Raditz.
Son, who was that man with that enormous green sword? Daddy, not now! Sorry, that's a little Karibo Frieza.
That's still enjoyable, though.
You're still Daddy's little ballerina. Daddy, not now! Alright, okay, so I think that's enough Star Wars talk. I'm still pissed that there's not going to be a Force Unleashed 3. Force Unleashed 3 unconfirmed. But one little tidbit about Star Wars. We were talking about remember alternate universes and we were saying how what if Obi-Wan became the Dark Lord of the Sith.
Yeah.
There's concept art out there on the internet. There was actually an idea for when what was the name of the company? Pandemic. When they were still working on Battlefront 3.
I know, don't. Now you got me thinking about like the Battlefield 3 it never happened. I'm sad.
No, there's concept art. They were gonna have a mode like you know how you have Jedi Hero when you get a certain amount of kills you can turn into a Jedi.
Yeah.
They were gonna have one version where you would have Obi-Wan Kenobi if he turned to the dark side. He had a dark cloak, like a raggedy ass, like long white beard. Glowing red eyes and a red lightsaber. It was freaking awesome. He basically looked like an evil Gandalf the White with a dark robe.
Pimpin.
You shall not live. Get a metal soundtrack behind that.
You shall not pass. We shall not pass. These aren't the droids you're looking for. These aren't the droids we're looking for.
Now jump in this pit of lava.
We'll jump in this pit of lava. Move along. Move along. Move along.
Oh, there's another question.
Why did you make him jump off the pit? The Force can have a strong influence on the weak-minded. But jumping into a pit of lava? Yes. Very weak-minded. Alright, I think I'm done with Star Wars. Anyone else done with Star Wars? We're done with Star Wars?
Yeah.
Talk about Star Wars!
Oh, we're done with Star Wars.
Yeah. Talking about Star Wars.
Some crazy Star Wars.
I couldn't help it.
Oh, Mary. Oh, God. I told you what, that's... okay, one last Star Wars thing, we'll move on. That's probably one of the best things of the Blu-ray, is that featurette that they have where it's just like all the good parodies of Star Wars that have ever been done. So like stuff on SNL and on other TV shows. It opens up with Weird Al Yankovic's The Saga Begins, which is his ballad to Episode 1 set to
time ago.
American Pie. And that was back in the day when we all thought Episode 1 was like the hottest shit, and then we get it like years later, which is like, wait, why did we like this again? Jar Jar sucks. The acting is wooden.
Because we were like, we want more Star Wars. Oh my god, this is the only chance we'll ever gonna get.
And
four things good about that movie: Darth Maul, Liam Neeson, Ewan McGregor, and Palpatine. Only good things.
Yeah.
Palpatine.
It was kind of neat about Ewan McGregor because he was actually the nephew of Alex Guinness.
No. He was. I forgive me. I don't know the actor's name, but he was the nephew of Wedge Antilles.
Oh.
The guy never died.
What?
The one X-wing pilot that never died. Because he was smart enough to like, I'm hit. I can't stay with you. Out of here. It's like, I'll stay with you, Luke.
Oh, it was kind of sad during like one of the episodes that Alec Guinness had actually passed away during that.
No. It was okay. All right. So yeah. So the day before May the 4th, which is Star Wars International Star Wars Day, or the anniversary of Star Wars, is Free Comic Book Day. First Saturday of every May. All comic book stores have awesome deals and give out free comics to entice new readers to start reading, or maybe get into a single issue of something that you may not have known that you liked. And also, they give really good deals on all of their merchandise. So they get like some stores do like 40-50% off on certain stuff. Like you can get like good deals on used trade paperbacks, hardcovers, new trade paperbacks, board games, figurines. Just all depends on your location.
T-shirts, sonic screwdrivers, you name it.
You really love that sonic screwdriver you got now, don't you? Oh, I'm just going to pull it out. I know it. Yeah, so we're encouraging anyone that's listening to this, go to your local comic book or game store, any place that sells comics. They'll be giving out free comics. Hey, they might have some barbecues going on, depending on the weather.
Or maybe have some local artists there too.
Yeah, there's always like local artists that like to go there and sign their stuff, and get you to check out their local comics. Also, check them out as well. We always have a good time. I always like to pick stuff up in case I work that night to read. I don't know what I'm going to be looking for, because a couple of years ago, when I know that they were going to have sales, I made it my purpose to get Kingdom Come, because I heard a lot about it, about the artwork and about the story, so I picked it up, and I freaking loved it. I got one of the main comics that I wanted for a while, which was Maximum Carnage, and I actually read that all the way to Punta Cana on the airplane, because it was a 4-hour flight. I read the whole thing, loved it. Because like I love the video game, so I wanted to actually read the comic all the way through, and I freaking loved it. Is there anything that you guys are looking forward on Free Comic Book Day, as far as like free comics, or just like deals?
Well, just the fact that like
I was asked to dress up, so
it gets people like outside the mindset that there are only like two companies. Marvel and DC, and that's it.
There's more than one.
Yeah. But to the mainstream, like because of like television and movies and video games and stuff, Marvel is Marvel and DC are prevalent. Nobody knows about Image. Nobody knows about
Aspen, Dark Horse, Vertigo.
IDW.
Exactly.
And the funny part is that Vertigo is actually DC.
Yeah.
And people are still like, what?
Another thing too, I think they have deals on like their dollar comics too. Like they like put those down like ridiculously cheap. And a lot of companies that have like or a lot of stores that have like a back catalog of dollar comics will actually throw in dollar comics as part of free comics too. They'll have it off on the side. It's like, okay, these are the ones that are provided by the comic companies that have a big old Free Comic Book Day stamp or printed on the front label. But then they have ones that are just like, yeah, we've got like 50 issues of like Nightwing 27. We're just getting rid of them. Do you want one? Pick it up.
And the New 52 Nightwing is actually not that bad. It's about some of the few books that are actually pretty good.
I prefer the older
costume,
a
lot of people
blue,
do.
the bright blue. I'm not too crazy for the red. I mean,
Yeah.
What's with all the red all of a sudden?
Looks a lot like Robin's outfit from Batman and Robin.
I know.
Which
it
a lot of people though, when they're cosplaying that and they're making a costume, they'll kind of use that as a basis. So it actually looked not that bad.
It does look a lot better though, with the blue or symbol for Nightwing on it.
Yeah, I think there was like a few independent fan films that went out there that they used Schumacher's
Schumacher,
the Tim Burton and Joel Schumacher designs for Batman, Robin, Nightwing. They actually don't look that bad. And they actually kind of it's weird because some of the fan films I've seen, they mix in those costumes with the Nolan storylines,
which it's actually kind of works.
But then kind of goes out because Nolan likes to keep the villains more super serious that this could happen in real life.
Bane was so serious.
Well, I mean,
Bane.
No, I'm talking. Yeah, that's the thing. Nolan's Bane is okay. You have the technology so that this thing keeps you alive because you were beaten to a bloody pulp.
Nah, it's
not
the Bane we grew
up
with.
It's not the Bane that's got a friggin' tank strapped to his back that pumps him full of super steroids. I mean, he's that's
steroid.
That's what's so comic booky about it. That's what.
Yeah, but Christopher Nolan doesn't like comic books.
Apparently, no. He wants to just better propagate the Republican agenda.
He wants to make things a little bit more realistic.
He wants to put a bunch of philosophical questions about life and love. It's I just want to see Batman punching people.
Yeah. What was wrong with Michael Keaton just getting up to your face and saying, "I'm Batman"? I mean, what's wrong with that? That's some good old-fashioned, wholesome punching in the face.
Or, excuse me, you ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
I'm Batman!
The end.
Yeah, so...
Come on.
In conclusion, Free Comic Book Day. Go. Look for some free comic... Of all the brochures that people get us, because when we ever go into comic book stores and get air issues or whatever, they slip on and it's oh, remember Free Comic Book Day, and I'm looking at that. They're gonna. If they don't have that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers free comic, I'm going to flip out. So I want some Power Ranger comics because didn't they have a Power Rangers Zeo comic that only lasted one issue, but it was really boss. They flew the Megazord to another planet to fight Rita's Lord Zed and Master Vile, and it just kind of ended because Billy was trying to keep the Zords together on his own.
Maybe.
Wow, what?
Oh, really? You don't know about that comic? You don't know about just the one issue Zeo comic that they came out with?
I think, yeah, okay, it's coming back to me. It's just, when you just say it out loud, it sounds like gibberish, but now I'm thinking about it, it's that is what happened, isn't it?
Yeah. It is, yeah. But yeah, and in our area, shortly after Free Comic Book Day in 2 weeks, we actually have a comic convention. We got East Coast Comic Expo happening May 17th. We'll all be there. 3 of us in cosplay, me not so much. I'm just gonna be traveling with my camera, covering the event, maybe getting some talk time with some of the attendees, guests, whatnot, and get a short video up on the channel. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna be there all day. Try to cover some panels, try to cover vendors and things like that, and some epic cosplay. And I hope the god Philip Votor, St. John Iron Bat will be there.
Yeah, and you'll get a chance to have your pictures with him.
Finally, because I had to work the last one midday,
and he showed up after you. I came back.
Yeah, so there's a local cosplayer who makes epic Iron Man armor. Just he's got the mechanism for the mask to go up, just like the movie.
He looks very close to
the arc reactor lifts up.
We first met him HalCon 2010 when he had just the basic exosuit. So from the first Iron Man when he was developing the suit and he was doing the test flights. That's where he was. His
whole family was dressed up.
He even had Stark Enterprises little name badge there. His wife showed up as Black Widow. his sons were Captain America and Colonel Nick Fury.
That
was too
They
cute.
did something. They did something different than the year after. Didn't they do like Logan's Run? I want to say
Battlestar Galactica. I
they
think.
did Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
In 1980. Yeah. A weird choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Apollo and Starbuck, and I think it was Apollo. I know he had.
I can't remember.
Yeah. Okay, stop lighting it up.
Sorry, I'm fucking around with glow cubes. I'm like digging, and it's just like, it's like
yeah.
find glow cube,
One appears underground.
and I just keep covering it up with a block. So
Okay.
it's like, oh, that's what's in the briefcase in
There
Pulp
was something
Fiction.
else we wanted to talk about. Speaking of Captain America, we all had seen Captain America Winter Soldier.
All right, so
I
I
loved
will
it.
try to put a time code up here. So for anyone that this has been 3 weeks now, so anyone that hasn't seen Winter Soldier, I'll put an annotation or I'll put a time code to when we stop talking about Captain America, so you won't get spoiled. So you can click that to skip ahead, or just move the little lever to skip over spoilers. So that being said, we are now into spoiler territory. Winter Soldier is fucking awesome.
Yeah!
It is everything everyone said it was. It's basically like it's a live adaptation of Metal Gear Solid 2. Like if you put Solid Snake in Captain America's role and put Liquid in Winter Soldier Bucky Barnes' role, you would have Metal Gear Solid 2. Just replace Arsenal Gear with the helicarriers.
And no Raiden.
And no Raiden, yeah. Well, if you want to talk semantics, maybe Falcon could be Raiden. Even though I like Falcon. Falcon's cool.
More
Shut up,
useless.
Falcon's cool.
Falcon's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's not the character that takes over the whole movie. But
Thank
he
God.
is that side character that kind of shows up.
So let me guess. Black Widow is a
Meryl.
Meryl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Red hair, totes guns, badass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Meryl.
And now I get all those freaking memes that are going on because someone that we follow on YouTube, Dr. Holocaust, he's been doing Vita Vlog Every Day April, and he did one where he did a run for to help support was it prostate cancer?
Prostate cancer.
Prostate
Yeah.
cancer? Yeah.
No, brain tumors.
Brain tumors. Sorry, brain tumors.
Yeah.
So he had his
Different
camera with
brain.
him, and he was running, and he runs past the guy, and he goes, "On your left."
Oh yeah.
And it was a direct quote from the beginning because Captain America circles around him like 3 or 4 times and kept saying, "On your left, on your left." And I finally get all those memes that I see with people hugging each other and then putting Hail Hydra. I was like, what is that from? And I pointed this out to you. The scene where they first start doing the whispering of Hail Hydra. It's with Gary Shandling, who was in Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
He was a U.S. senator that was pleading with Tony Stark to give the Iron Man and the arc reactor technology to help defend America. And now this blows your mind to think if Tony Stark did this.
Yeah, if he gave
You're giving repulsor and flight suits and Iron Man technology to Hydra.
That means
Unknowingly.
that means Cap would have been fighting like an army of Iron Men. That would have been awful for him.
And technically
Yeah.
that almost could have happened because remember, Iron Man 3, he had like 47 suits, the party protocol.
Yep.
Like, at any moment it's just like, sir, we're detecting 47 Iron Man suits. Initiate Operation Hydra Takeover, whatever. It's like, all of a sudden the suits are just like, alright guys, let's rock and roll. I'm afraid I can't do that, sir. Why not, Jarvis? Hail Hydra. And then they start blasting everything.
Oh no,
That would be a cool what if.
nightmare.
Yeah.
That would have been a cool what
Yeah.
if.
Yeah.
Make a what if comic out of that, Marvel.
Yeah.
That's some ripe territory.
So yeah,
right there.
like a lot of like what people said is like this is like, you know, a lot of action, but like a lot like a political thriller, like who done it? Like you can't trust anyone. You're going around doing all this stuff.
Which is actually very reminiscent to a really old Cap storyline in the 60s, where there was this huge plot, and this happened like more or less the same time as Watergate.
All right.
It's the
Okay.
same year. So it was a year of basically the president was not to be like fully trusted because, you know, Nixon. Need I say more?
Mm-hmm.
So so they penned this plot where this masked man was creating this coup, and he was using like assets from within the U.S. government. And turns out the masked man was the president.
What did you miss?
I know.
A little bit lame, but it makes sense.
So,
President Nixon. Nice read there, Velma.
President Nixon.
But why? Simple. You gotta get the devil from taking over America.
Because your goddamn hippies are everywhere.
I needed the Iron Man show to fight the hippies.
That sounded a little more like Vince McMahon, but
Cover yourself, Brannigan. I need trouble the cosmos to look at another man's gizmo. Arrgh.
I hate hippies. Die hippies.
Oh,
dear God.
And then you'd have like in the War Machine armor, just Clint Eastwood just going, "Die, you fucking hippies."
Oh dear God.
We go back. Winter Soldier was awesome, and it actually falls through to what happened in Captain America with Bucky.
And on a cool side note is that the ABC show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah.
We haven't started watching it, but you have told me that the season finale has wrapped up, so this is something that we're going to get and marathon through.
That's the thing. I don't know if it's the finale or the premiere.
Apparently, it ties in with the movie.
Yeah, it ties in with that movie because.
And we're gonna just kind of leave it at that. Because Sylvie was, like, you were telling me parts of it in the car when we were driving around, and she was just like,
Yeah, she just shut her ears off for a little bit.
So yeah, it ties into it, and whatever happens in the movie is relevant to what happens to S.H.I.E.L.D., because there's a lot of S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff going on. So it rocked the status quo of that show, too. So if you haven't been watching S.H.I.E.L.D., now's the time.
Yeah.
Because a lot of cool shit's happening, a lot of twists, lots of turns. I'm not spoiling anything right now, but Bill Paxton's in it now.
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Bill Paxton's game over, man, game over.
Yeah, he's been killed by predators and aliens, so...
but not fucking tornadoes. Why couldn't the tornado kill him? Oh, he was killed by Terminators as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yo,
Because he was a human
nice night for a
tornado.
walk, eh? You close, give them to me. Fuck you, asshole.
Oh my god, that was
That
him!
was Bill Paxton. Arnie reached his thumb in and ripped his guts out and took his clothes.
Oh my god. Oh, it's been so long. And he was wearing... Yeah, he was wearing weird clothes at the time, so I didn't recognize him. So it was like, oh, yeah, that's only him.
And he played the James Cameron character in Titanic. The guy's like, alright, where's the rock? And all she's like, oh, I fell in love with this guy, and then the ship sank. Spoiler alert.
The Titanic sank? Holy shit!
Okay, that was the funniest. That was probably one of the funniest jokes my late father ever said. When everyone was asking like, what was the movie like? Can you tell us about it? And he's like, okay, I'm going to spoil the whole movie for you. The ship sinks in the end. It's like, no, really?
You know, it's
It's one of those movies you already know the ending before you go in.
Just like the Bible.
But yeah, Winter Soldier was #1 for like 3 weeks in a row. It actually, I think, it's like the third highest grossing Marvel movie, next to Avengers and
the original Iron Man, I think.
Because
sure as fuck wasn't Thor.
Yeah, Thor: Dark Age or regular Thor.
Or regular Thor.
Regular Thor's pretty good. I like regular Thor.
I liked it.
Good
setup.
I don't have an opinion of Dark Age because I haven't seen it yet.
Not bad.
But this is the kickoff to the summer months there. So what are we looking forward to for the rest of the year as far as movies go? Sylvie's making the motion there. Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Coming up soon.
Godzilla.
And Gojira.
As much as
I'm looking forward to a good monster movie.
Well, this thought always amused me. It's like, oh god, how are they gonna kill Godzilla? And then he turns to Heineman and just goes, we're gonna cook. And it's just like, they leave this huge bag of blue meth, and Godzilla's like, takes like a steam pipe from a ship and turns it into a meth. Meth Pipe is like starts doing meth, and that's how he dies.
Okay, I thought for a second you said, okay, we're gonna cook. We get a big bag of blue meth, and we throw it in with a bucket of fish, and then out comes Matthew Broderick. That's a lot of fish. And then someone shoots him in the head. It's like, that's not funny.
It's like, that's a lot of meth.
It's a lot of this.
Oh God, Ron Emmerich's Godzilla is so horrible.
Uh,
That's why I'm glad in Godzilla Final Wars, when they teleport that Zilla down there, he like dies in like 2 seconds. He rushes Godzilla, he throws him into like the Sydney Opera House, and then fires like atomic breath on him. Unfortunately, in the English dub, it's to the tune of Sum 41.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
That killed it.
God, what else is coming out this summer? I can't even think.
Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm so excited
I'm not,
for that.
I'm not looking forward to it.
Bautista.
I really don't like the concept idea of it.
Oh,
This
come
is like,
on.
okay, for me...
Talking
I don't even
raccoon.
know anything
Enough
about
said.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Then read it
Guardians of the Galaxy summed up quite clearly. It's a team that
Of
isn't...
misfits.
Yeah,
I know.
It's a team that isn't supposed to work, but what they do is so goddamn important, they have to pull it off.
Oh my God, I completely how did I forget about this? X-Men Days of Futures Past!
Oh,
Holy
right.
shit,
I
yeah.
cannot fucking wait for that. That is going
there's
to be
rumors
epic.
going around about it, too. About the
oh,
plot-wise. And I'm like, no spoilers, please, please. I don't want to hear about this.
Now, the only thing I want to know is, because for the Wolverine, if anyone hasn't seen the Wolverine story, I'm just going to spoil the ending. For the Wolverine, he loses his adamantium claws.
Yep.
Yeah.
He still has his bone claws. Those grow back. He still has adamantium in the rest of his body. So they do this thing. That's the post-credits scene where he's going through metal detector, and then all of a sudden, like, he can see metal moving all around him. He turns around, boom, there's Ian McKellen, there's Magneto. And I'm like, you had Cure Serum, like 4 of them shot right into your spine, and how do you still have magnet power? And then out comes Patrick Stewart as Professor X. It's like, you were disintegrated by the Phoenix. As long as X-Men Days of Futures Past, at the beginning it's just like, how the fuck are you two the way you are? Because this happened.
Well,
okay, fine.
John.
Let's move on. No. It needs to be explained.
It will be. It's Bryan Singer. Calm down.
Yeah,
You know,
because I was
you're
like,
right.
we were watching the pre shows, and they were showing like little clips of X-Men, and Bryan Singer's talking about, I'm really glad to be back to this franchise. It's like, yeah, we don't need to call it X-Men Days of Futures Past. We can call it X-Men Sorry for Last Stand. I'm fixing it. Don't worry. Or X-Men, Cyclops is still dead because nobody likes Cyclops.
Aww.
If you have a friend that likes Cyclops, you should stop being friends with them because you have a bad friend. And then if he says, oh, Cyclops isn't all that bad, those are the people I'm talking about.
Well, you don't know Ultimate Cyclops then, because he was awesome.
yeah.
Like,
he had
every
to kick
wrong
ass.
move they did
Yeah,
with standard
but then
continuity.
But then I heard about Ultimatum where it's like, hey, let's just kill everyone off. Let's have the Blob eat Waff's head.
Well, everyone suffered in Ultimatum, dude. To be fair,
Yeah.
that was the worst the Ultimate Universe ever got.
It had a cool shot of Thor and Captain America fighting off the undead in Valhalla.
Well-
and it's like Thor can go back, but Captain America is going to stay.
Well, Thor's awesome and Cap's awesome. Nothing can really sour that, and they can't get rid of their A-listers.
Yeah.
It's almost like trying to kill off John Cena. You know the industry's not going to do that.
Or turn him heel.
Or turn him heel. That Barry guy almost did it by making him trying to tempt him to the dark side.
Because he
Use your aggressive feelings.
Hit me. Become the monster you are. God, the Wade Barrett thing is so awesome right now. I love it. That's like the best thing going right now. That's like that, the Shield versus Evolution, which will end, on the pay-per-view because Batista will be taking a break to promote Guardians of the Galaxy.
That movie's gonna be awesome. I still don't see why you wouldn't like
If
it.
everyone don't take it seriously. It's not a Marvel movie to be taken seriously. It's supposed to be
not.
super lighthearted.
I mean, Dewey Cox is in it, dude. Like the guy who played Dewey Cox.
John C. Reilly.
Yeah, John C. Reilly's in it. I mean, how seriously can you take it?
Well, he did do a lot of serious roles before he started, being the bumbling idiot character like Step Brothers and Talladega Nights and all that.
Well,
That's the same thing with Vince Vaughn, because I remember watching scenes of him in like Psycho and The Cell, and it's just like, this is the guy who who wanted to know what Jane Seymour's titties were like in Wedding Crashers.
Well, think about it this way.
You old sailor, you!
Okay, so we're also so I just put up a site from Yahoo that's going over their picks, the 25 films that they're looking for to the summer.
Okay.
Transformers: Age of Extinction, which for some strange reason it's coming out in June, like late June, has gotten barely any press.
Are you really that
not surprised.
Yeah. I think after Racist Robot number 87, I think people are starting to catch on that these movies suck.
Now this one is like very, very, very vague. Like Shia LaBeouf is no longer in it. Thank God. No stupid. Actually, I think there may be a
Shia LaBeouf is not in it. No. That's terrible.
Mark Wahlberg is the lead. Apparently, from one trailer I found. One trailer I found is that he finds an old tractor trailer that's reminiscent of G1 Optimus Prime and says that this is a Transformer. That's all we got. We're getting very, very, very little information about this. We don't know what Decepticons are in there because basically they were all pretty much wiped out. Like Megatron and Starscream are gone for sure.
Well, how many times...
What we only know confirmed is Bumblebee, Optimus, and Dinobots. Grimlock is in it. We don't know who the villain is.
Grimlock.
Or even the villain.
Me, Grimlock King.
Now, there's speculation that said the villain could be Galvatron or Unicron.
Well,
Which Unicron should have been the villain in the third movie.
Yeah, he should have been.
Like, okay, it's like, I know, Autobots, Decepticons, bad.
Yeah,
Unicron, giant planet that eats other planets.
Here's the thing. It would have been a very good idea plot-wise to force the Decepticons and Autobots to work together against Unicron. Because that I don't think that's ever been done. Correct me if I'm wrong.
There's something has happened, I've been told, but I don't remember what exactly.
Movie-wise, I think that would have been a smart move, because, being Decepticons, they would obviously stab everyone in the back, but it's how. That would have been the interesting question.
Well, basically, like, the plot for 3 was, I said they combined 2 different G1 episodes. Megatron's Last Stand and Ultimate Doom. Because Ultimate Doom was the episode where the human scientists helped Megatron create some type of space bridge that would bring Cybertron to Earth so that they could harvest the energy to repopulate it. And then it was the Megatron's Master Plan was a bait and switch where they would show a videotape of Autobots being evil, and then Earth would just be like, get the fuck off our planet. So he would send them all the way to the sun to destroy them, and then he'd be like, hey Megatron, now that the Autobots are gone, what's your plans on Earth? It's like, my plan is to suck this planet dry of energy! It's like, we've been had! Yes, we are Decepticons after all! Damn it, I should have seen that coming.
I know, that just sounds so stupid in hindsight, because it's like, how long have the Decepticons been terrorizing people and killing people in the Crossfire and just doing terrible things, and they clearly identify them?
Yeah. Here's one that I'm personally looking forward to. A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Oh,
this is the new live-action Seth MacFarlane movie, where basically Liam Neeson comes to town and everyone's like, oh, band together, and if you kill him, you'll be the toughest guy in the West. And basically it's just showing, like, it's kind of like 1,000 Ways to Die, but 1,000 Ways to Die is just...
a lot funnier.
Yeah.
Minus Ron Perlman.
Yeah, well, 1,000 Ways to Die is just... okay, what's the most gruesome deaths that were the most sexualized? Let's show those. At first they showed decent, like, okay, these are weird ways that people have died. Mm-hmm. But now it's just like, okay, this woman died by, she was in the back of a pickup truck and she was getting a blowjob and her head got taken off by a low-covered bridge.
What?
That's all that it was. It's just like, apparently with Spike, they thought sex sells. Well, yeah, look at you now. All you've got now is bar rescue and tattoo shit.
Hey,
and TNA Impact every Thursday night. Whoopee. But it, like, if you watch the Red Band trailers, like, it looks hilarious. Like, I can't wait for that.
1,000 Ways to Die.
I don't know what Jupiter Ascending is.
A dark comedy.
It's with Mila Kunis, Channing Tatum, Sean Bean, which will probably die in the first 10 minutes. Sorry, it's Sean Bean. This is by the Wachowski brothers.
Brothers.
Well, no
the
longer
Matrix
brothers.
dudes, yeah.
No, the Wachowski brother and sister.
Oh, sister.
Yeah. I can't remember his original name.
Throwing a vagina in the mix. Ha ha ha.
One of them is transsexual and had a sex change. I have no idea. I don't even see a screenshot for this trailer, so I have no idea what it's about.
What?
Something with Mark Ruffalo, Keira Knightley called Begin Again.
No. You can't just brush off a sex change.
Oh, you
dude.
didn't know that one of the Wachowski brothers had a sex change?
No.
He's now Lana Wachowski. You never knew this?
No.
Wow, this was like right after Revolutions, right before Speed Racer.
Oh, that's why he changed his
Very
gender.
very ugly looking shit. Like she got dreads,
Hey.
like pink and purple dreads.
Okay, that's
Basically,
that's valid,
he transformed himself into an all-night raver.
yeah.
There's some movie called Jersey Boys with Christopher Walken. Oh, that's gold right there. Directed by Clint
Anything with
Eastwood.
Christopher Walken
Oh,
is gold.
double gold right there.
It looks like it's something about I have no idea what it's about. 60s rock.
Glam rock. JoJo's Adventure with Chris.
Christopher Walken and JoJo's. Oh my God, Sylvie. Walken's Adventure.
Confirmed next ending credit sequence for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Christopher Walken and Weapon of Choice by Fatboy Slim.
Oh, I'm going
Is
to
this
punch
the-
you 1,000,000 times in the dick. How?
Oh, I saw the trailer for this at one theater, Let's Be Cops, where two guys put on cop uniforms and just pretend to be cops to try and pick up chicks. And then they start getting into like all the shenanigans. That could be funny.
Yeah.
Something called Chef with Jon Favreau, Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, and Dustin Hoffman. Okay, this is like Iron Man 2. You're recasting Iron Man 2.
Is Mickey Rourke in it?
For the kids, and I guess anyone who likes CG, How to Train Your Dragon 2 will be coming out.
Oh, Sylvie's been raving about that.
Watching.
Yeah.
She
We like the
loved
first
the
one.
first one. Yeah.
And we watched the
Toothless.
first one together in theaters.
yeah.
Gerard Butler was the dad.
Yeah.
It was very nice to hear him not scream every line. It was very nice. A nice change of pace.
Very
Or
nice.
singing horribly.
Oh, we've got the sequel to Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Also, sorry for Gerard fans. Like, if you like this Phantom, I get your point of view, but I didn't enjoy it. Sorry, guys.
Don't say that to my mother.
Oh, I not to say I don't like Phantom. I love Phantom. Like it is my favorite musical of all time.
Yeah.
Oh, and of course, I'm going to forget Amazing Spider-Man 2 coming out Friday.
Yep.
Oh, there's something actually pretty weird about that. We were at the pharmacy one day just picking up some shampoo, and we noticed, because basically if you go to the pharmacy, you have to walk through the
makeup section.
aisle. So we're walking through it, and
Oh.
we noticed this cardboard stand, and it had a bunch of products, and this huge, like, the stand had a picture of Spider-Man and Gwen, and it was like, what is this? And we look at the colors, and they're all named after stuff in the movie.
Yeah,
all nail polish.
I saw an advertisement for that. I'm like, Spider-Man nail polish, does like when you put it on, does it crackle like a spider web? I don't know girls' makeup.
You're starting to sound like Bill Cosby.
I used
I don't
to.
know the girls' makeup. You see, you put the colors on and it's just supposed to
There
crackle.
we go again.
With the crackle and the crackling and the pippling and the battling.
And the
I don't know what the jazz is all about. Where's my Cosby sweater? Do I have a Cosby sweater?
No, you don't, thank God.
I need to invest in Cosby sweaters. I like.
Sylvie, if he asks you to make him one, don't do it.
Get me a Cosby sweater
If
and
he
put
pays
it all
me, that's
for
a different idea.
I got fever, and the only prescription is really shitty celebrity impressions.
Anyway, Amazing Spider-Man 2 will be coming out. Unfortunately, I haven't watched Amazing Spider-Man 1. I never watched the reboot.
It's worth it.
Yeah, from what people said, that the reboot is definitely worth it. It cleanses the bad taste that was Spider-Man 3.
And it's still iffy about that one. Like, there was a lot of potential. That's what makes me sad.
From what I've heard, it explains a little bit more about how Peter got raised by Aunt May and
Uncle Ben,
Uncle Ben.
who is played by Martin Sheen.
Yeah.
Martin Sheen?
Yeah, Charlie Sheen's dad.
Martin Sheen, that's President Kennedy, you idiot! Yes! Obscure Goonies reference! Love it.
Do the truffle shuffle.
Oh, did you hear that they're thinking of doing Goonies 2? They're thinking of getting
heard
all
that.
of the live people back. Josh Brolin, Sean Astin, Corey Feldman.
If it's anything like the NES game, that's gonna be pretty fucking entertaining.
That will probably
Yeah.
be...
Mikey, don't let the birds touch you or they'll steal your boomerang.
What?
Goonies 2, Game Grumps are currently playing that right now.
That was
Or
good
did they
play.
finish that?
They finished it. They went through the
getting
finale.
tired,
Okay.
guys.
Alright, well, we'll get through these real quick here. Don't worry.
Alright.
Yeah, but when I've seen Amazing Spider-Man 2, it looks awesome. I think the one thing that probably drew me away from Amazing Spider-Man 1 is I don't like the outfit. I hate that he has yellow eyes. And with Amazing Spider-Man 2, he looks more traditional, like with the white eyes, and the suit actually looks better.
Well, it's all in context of the plot, more or less. Like they do explain how he got the idea for the costume, like bit by
A
bit.
little bit in more depth.
Like I said, you'll be so caught up in the story, you won't even notice the costume so much.
Yeah.
By the way, in the movie, they have Angry Guy did he was in Rescue Me.
Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary, yeah, he's Gwen's dad, and there's a scene I love to death. Just when you see it, you'll be laughing your ass off.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna watch the original before I watch number 2.
Good move.
Also, everyone's kind of talking that could this be the one where they fall in line with the comics, and will they kill off Gwen Stacy and move on to Mary Jane in the next movie? Who knows? I mean, Emma Stone's not talking, so we'll have to wait and see.
I
What
think,
else is coming out? Neighbors with
What?
Seth Rogen, Zac Efron. Basically, Seth Rogen and his wife, his character, they move into a suburban home, and Zac Efron's character opens up a fraternity next door, and it's just kind of an all-out war. I don't know about this one.
I'm kind of mad about it so far. I'll wait for the reviews to come in. Maybe I'll check it out. But I really didn't like their other movie. Like the last movie that the director did was the one where it's like all the celebrities are there and it's the end of the world and they're freaking out.
Yeah. This one, Melanie's probably looking forward to more than but I could see this being kind of big. Angelina Jolie in Maleficent.
Yes.
That seems interesting.
It seems interesting because we watched the latest trailer, which gives more of the backstory of Maleficent. Like, it still tells, like, the tale of Sleeping Beauty, and she curses her and all this stuff. I curse you. Bleh. But, like, it almost, like, makes her look like to be, like, an anti-hero. Because, like, she has wings, and she's, like, I don't know, she's, like, a fallen angel or something.
So they're kind of
like
ripping off Wicked, then.
I think it's following more Wicked than...
Yeah, that alternate, like, that Broadway play where they, like, play up the witch as a tragic kind of villain.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, she wasn't bad, she was just,
Misled.
Misguided.
Yeah.
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 I
Well, I
can
gotta say, though, from what I've seen, Angelina Jolie is kind of killing it in this role. Like, she looks the part. She looks like a live-action Maleficent.
Yeah. Oh, dang.
Yeah.
And the cutest thing is, they had a hard time trying to find kids that weren't scared of her, and they had to get for like the 5-year-old.
me!
So she got her own daughter to do Aurora for a few scenes.
Oh, God.
Which was kind of cute, seeing mother and daughter, except the daughter was...
Don't let her adopt me! I don't want to be Brad Pitt's kid!
It was her biological daughter.
I know. I'm teasing. Like, when you said, like, they're having a hard time getting kids who weren't scared, because I'm just assuming, like, they were scared that she would adopt them.
No.
She has, like, 15 kids.
No, she doesn't have 15 kids.
Yeah. So there's
15-ish.
a sequel to 21 Jump
whatever
Street.
You think.
And if the adoption papers
What?
pan out, 17 by tomorrow.
Yeah,
So is it-
22 Jump Street. Channing Tatum, Jonah Hill coming back. No Johnny Depp because spoiler alert, he gets killed off in that remake.
I didn't even know he was in that.
Yeah, he showed up for a cameo, and they're just like, "Oh my god, it's Johnny Depp." He's like, "Oh yeah, Jump Street. Yeah, it was original Jump Street." And then some dude shoots him. He's like, "What the fuck?" As Jonah Hill does. Godzilla, obviously, getting hyped for Godzilla in a couple weeks.
Gojira.
Gojira.
Goes Tokyo, go
Go
Starring-
Godzilla.
Starring Malcolm's dad from Malcolm in the Middle, Kick-Ass, and the
have
more
to
talented of the Olsen family,
Okay.
Elizabeth Olsen. She's the younger sister of the Olsen twins,
Oh,
or older sister. I can't remember.
the not.
She's doing. She's actually. She will be Scarlet Witch in Avengers: Age of Ultron. There's some movie with Scarlett Johansson coming out called Lucy. Doesn't look like anything with.
What's coming out soon? Transcendent. You probably heard about this
With Johnny Depp.
What? Yeah.
with Depp and Johansson and
Johansson's in
Morgan
that?
Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
No, this one's called Lucy. This one looks like it's separate.
Yeah, it's separate.
It says it's following the footsteps of Nikita and the Fifth Element.
Oh,
I think
Scarlett
this was the
Johansson
movie
shooting
that they were saying this should be the Black Widow movie.
Multipass.
What?
Nikita Dallas Multipass.
Okay, all right. Whatever.
All right.
He doesn't
and
get
they have,
it.
and they have them this listed before.
I get it. I like Fifth Element, but
X-Men Days of Future Past. We already talked about that in quite detail. I'm looking forward to it. The crossover between the two casts, and this is the kind of movie that I kind of wish Star Trek the reboot could have been because have not just Leonard Nimoy, but have the whole cast on there. Like a mirror image, just like, have Shatner, have Nimoy. I mean, unfortunately, you can't have DeForest Kelly, you can't have Jimmy Doohan because they're, fortunately
Already
dead.
spoilers, they're
Yeah,
dead.
you can have Decay, you can have Kanan, you can have Nichelle, you can have the Doctor.
Nuclear vessels.
Yeah.
Whistles.
Guardians of the Galaxy, already talked about that.
Yeah.
And the last one they're talking about is Boyhood.
Jungle.
Something with Ethan Hawke, Patricia Arquette. I have no idea what this movie's about.
Swing?
Yeah. Also playing
The
up.
movie
If
about
you don't know what it's
swing.
about,
There's
it's about boning.
there's a CG Wizard of Oz movie coming out called Legends of Oz. And is this the takeover where there's that guy who's scared of eggs, and if an egg hits him, he dies? Anyone remember that from Oz?
What?
This was past Wonderful Wizard.
No, not at all.
There was I don't know if it was anime or it was just it was French anime, but there was a show that was on late mornings or early mornings.
I think you're thinking about Return to Oz, the animated series.
Okay, yeah, that
Maybe.
would make sense.
Yeah, that's coming out.
Yeah, Return to Oz was fucking weird.
Tom Cruise has a new movie coming out June 6th called Edge of Tomorrow.
Please stop acting Tom Cruise.
Are you kidding?
He's still stuck in Stan Marsh's closet. Anyone play Stick It
Yeah,
Truth? Go try to open
exactly.
up Stan Marsh's closet. And he's like, no, I'm never coming out. Please don't sue us, Tom Cruise.
Speaking of Tom Cruise, I heard in his next movies he's just fighting an alien race of invading couches. And he has to bounce on all of them to ruin their springs of evil.
The Rock will be coming out with Hercules in the end of July.
Actually, I saw a tiny trailer of that when you
Tribble?
trailer. I wish. The Rock smells. Can you smell what the Tribbles are cooking?
Oh no.
What?
I completely forgot.
What?
Michael Bay's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh no!
Guess who's not watching
Megan
that?
Fox is April
Guess who?
O'Neil.
I've said this on several other podcasts
Fishy
and other
lips
videos.
girl.
I
She never closes her mouth.
Oh, her mouth is always open. Like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
So is that blonde bitch from Transformers 3. Like when Chicago's getting blown up around her, she's just like, oh, where's my lip gloss? Oh, make sure I pop my lips as big as possible. Anyways, yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will be a movie I will not support the official release. I will illegally download it as much as possible in the highest quality possible or lowest quality possible, because I do not believe in this movie. I do not believe in this incarnation of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Dude.
I will try to support the Nickelodeon cartoon, because
Yes.
what I've seen, that's actually pretty good.
It is really good.
And it has Rob Paulson.
Yeah.
It has the original turtle, Rob Paulson.
Yeah.
Check it out, guys.
Not as Raph, but Donnie.
Which he's absolutely
weird.
adorable
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Quarter of a minute in a room and make him sing the United States song from Animaniacs. That's pretty much it for summertime movies this year.
But while we're at turtles, can we keep talking about turtles?
Absolutely.
Briefly. I think we're running kind of long on this one.
You're
I don't
on
want to change
fire.
it.
And I am on fire. Okay, God.
Yeah, but
I
you
get
remember
it.
creative mode, you can't die.
Die.
You're really committed to making that lava loaf or whatever.
I gave up and just used water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are.
All right. We want to talk briefly about Michael Bay's Turtles and how we're not going to support it, or
Well, I'm just talking about like the state of the turtles as a whole, because
State of the Turtles, as far as like for kids, it's pretty good,
yeah,
and even for adults, because the other like a few months ago, our local Toys R Us had reprints of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
and the original turtle van.
And the original Turtle Van,
That
and
thing was
I think they
boss.
had the pizza shooter too.
They had the pizza
Yeah.
They had the
shooter.
pizza shooter.
Sweet.
Yeah, those went quickly, and I don't think we'll ever see them again.
Yeah.
This is like limited production run, but they had all 6 first run turtles or first run figures. So they had, the main
Bebop,
turtles.
Rocksteady.
No.
No,
They
they
didn't have
had
Bebop on
Splinter.
the side. They had Splinter and Shredder.
Oh yeah.
Then they had the 4 turtles.
Okay.
The ones you're thinking about is they actually have the deluxe, the newer ones, Bebop and Rocksteady, which are actually very reminiscent of the
The TV
of
show.
the original figures from the 90s. Like, they have like the same type of weapons and gear. Now, what people are hoping for is like, can we get a Shredder in this same style with all the articulation? Because I don't know if you remember the Shredder figure. He was pretty crappy because he had like the bent knees that didn't move, and he had like the bare chest, and he had that pink cape that you would always lose.
A little bit.
Yeah. The only Shredder figure that I ever had that was awesome was Super Shredder from the movie line.
Super Shredder.
Anyone who doesn't get that
Thank you,
reference.
CM Punk.
Yeah. Right when CM Punk got to his biggest height when he dropped the pipe bomb, Kevin Nash came in, and CM Punk ran down all of his bad gimmicks before. It's like, I could call you Big Daddy Diesel. I could call you Giant Giraffe. I could call you Vinny Vegas. I could call you Oz. I could call you Super Shredder. I don't think a whole lot of people would get that reference.
The crowd. Super Shredder.
Oh yeah, there was a Super Shredder chant. Kevin Nash, pro wrestler, played the part of Super Shredder when he drank the last vial of mutagen and got done in by a harbor pier.
It is the only white guy I will accept playing Shredder ever.
No,
Have you heard about the casting of Shredder in the
Yeah,
new Turtles?
he's the guy from. He had that short bit in Dark Knight. He was like taking out the
bank
guy.
owner, yeah.
He's like, you know who you're fucking with? And he was one of the shuttle commanders in Armageddon.
Here's something really obscure. He was one of the main bad guys in The Lone Ranger. Bet you never knew that!
No, because I never watched that movie.
And so did everybody else. It'd be almost as if I'm pulling out trivia for John Carter. Snap!
You mean Disney's John Carter? I swear to God, as soon as they put the Disney in front of that movie got like infinitely like 20 times worse. The same thing happened with Mighty Joe Young. I remember there was a teaser trailer before Disney got their little mitts on it, and it just showed Joe Young terrorizing the city, ripping shit. And it's like, hey, it's like a mini King Kong. This movie looks awesome. And then it's like, from Walt Disney Pictures, we find a little monkey in the wilderness and try to take it back to the city. But what happens when it gets loose? Disney's Mighty Joe Young, rated PG. I'm like, fuck this thing. You ruined it. You ruined it.
It was like a sucky version of Congo.
You ruined it. Yeah, even Congo looked awesome with teaser trailers.
No, gorilla.
No, because the teaser trailer had no Tim Curry. It was just the monkey. Like the monk, like you just saw the monkey, and then you saw lasers cutting monkeys, and it was just like, and then it was like Congo from the people who brought you Jurassic Park. It was like, oh shit, this looks awesome. And then you
I
watch it and
actually
you're
read
just
the
like...
novel before I saw the movie for Congo.
And you just had like, Bruce Campbell on screen for 2 seconds.
Pretty much the same runtime you had in the
Tickle,
movie.
Amy. Tickle, Amy. Tickle, Amy.
Oh, the fucking critic.
Tim Curry and then Joe Don Baker.
Joe
Guys,
Don
I don't know. You know what? I don't
Who
know.
has played a Bond sidekick and villain.
Yeah.
He was the villain in Living Daylights, and then they brought him back for GoldenEye as a good guy.
Hand me that hammer there, Jimbo. Bonk.
Well, guys,
Buffy, third wife.
What were you saying,
James
Sylvie?
Bond, stiff-ass Brit.
well, guys, I don't know about you, but when that movie's getting released, I'm doing a Teenage Mutant TMNT original cartoon marathon, including pizza.
And you know what?
That sounds like
That
a
sounds
good
we're
like a
doing
good
that.
idea.
Yeah.
We are doing that. We're
We
going to
can meet
gather
up
all
with-
of our TMNT friends who are really like...
Yeah, we'll get together.
Yeah.
Stop yawning! It's only 1:45 in the morning when we're recording.
It's only the
this.
crack of dawn, jeez.
Go get some coffee or something. Keep going.
No.
Keep going.
No.
Can't stop, won't stop. Stop your whine. Can't stop, won't stop. But that sounds like a good idea, getting
Yeah.
together and watching all the
Yeah.
turtles. Even the 03 series, like, that's something I would actually like to start. Because, like,
It's very, very faithful to the comics minus the bloodshed.
I-
That's about it.
Yeah.
I hate the theme song with a passion.
Oh, the theme
But,
song...
like, if we can have, like pure, like, DVD box sets and have, like, what the Funimation does with the Dragon Ball Z box sets, where you just hit marathon and it plays all the episodes and cutting out the intros and outros and next time on Dragon Ball Z's or previously on Dragon Ball Z's, I would be fine with that.
Oh,
As long as I don't have to hear that. That's probably my own... Like, that's one of the things I have with Big Bang Theory. Love the show. Love the show dearly. Hate the theme song. Absolutely hate it.
What?
Hate Bare Naked Ladies. Hate them.
What? Alright, we're not going to agree on that,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to
Yeah.
fight for it.
Agree to disagree. If you like it,
Yeah.
go. I will never like it. It's in its 7th season, and I still don't like it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
It
So-
gets old.
Yeah. Well, it got old the first time I heard it. I was just like, well, I'm gonna hate this forever, and I don't hate Bare Naked Ladies. I don't like them, but I don't hate
Just-
them.
We are in complete opposites here, but anyway,
Yeah.
we'll agree to disagree and leave it
Yeah.
at that. But
Exactly.
Turtles.
Yeah. So Turtle Marathon, we'll watch it, and I'll watch the whole 3 series, and then we can watch Turtles Forever, which I love that. I love that special.
Oh, it's cheesy
If-
as all hell, but enjoyable.
If you like Turtles
Enjoyable.
Forever, you'll like the 2003 series. But like I said, we just got to cut out
And I
the
love,
intro.
I love Turtles Forever, which unfortunately I can't get the original cast back to do the voices, but I love, you know me, I love Dan Green doing the voice of Leonardo. And I just wanted, like, come on, do it Yugi style. It's like, I summoned 2 katanas in attack mode!
You're never going
And
to let that
end my
joke go.
turn!
Oh.
Your move, Kaiba!
Is that what you mean,
How
Shredder?
can you not?
Just Shredder with a cigarette. Just, if you're not going to take this seriously, I'm out.
And unfortunately, I don't have James Avery. Like, I would love James Avery to do Shredder one last time.
Well, he's kind of dead, so...
Yeah, kind of.
Sorry. Sorry for the sour news.
Yeah.
Spoilers! He's dead!
Alright.
Would have been nice
well,
to see Krang. But unfortunately, in the newer thing, they made Shredder Krang.
Which is okay.
well, it's
They actually
I
reference
do like the idea in Turtles Forever how that the Shredder of the universe that they're focused on realizes that there's a multiverse, and like every incarnation of Turtles had something like the Archie Turtles where they kept time traveling inside of a cow, and Michael and Raphael had like a all black suit.
That was cool.
Or like the original drawings, they're like the Prime universe. Basically, Turtles Forever is Justice League Crisis on
Infinite
Earth,
Earths, yeah.
Infinite Earth, and fucking Shredder is Owlman. He wants to find Turtle Prime and kill it to kill all other realities. Except he doesn't have like the cool death where he's just like, it doesn't matter. Anyways, Yeah, Melanie is fighting to stay awake, so I think we will end it here. I think we went a pretty good length. We covered a lot of good topics tonight.
Oh, yeah.
We got super distracted by Minecraft, which you're still playing.
I'm making a nice little driveway.
Unfortunately, I will have to step my foot down and say no more game playing. It's way too distracting.
Okay,
plenty of times we were talking, and then all of a sudden it just got derailed because we laughed at you not being able to put lava down.
And you failing.
You fail.
I built my skull castle and it looks fan-freaking-tastic, so screw you guys.
Yeah. And we're going home as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. We will be back soon. Hopefully sooner than later. We'll have to wait and see. We might record one after East Coast Comic Expo, so we'll maybe have another one in a few weeks. It's probably the next time that we'll all be together. And we'll be full of barbecue. Oh, I can't wait. We're planning to have barbecue like right after the convention and have like a really good time. Oh, and he's showing off his skull castle right now, which looks pretty good. I like the little chicken bobbing up and down.
And the pig right on top, the sheep right on top.
I call him King Sheepy. He rules you.
He's King Sheepy. He will be my sheepy. He will be the sheepiest of all sheepies. And he will be my sheepy. Is that the line from Finding Nemo? I haven't seen Finding Nemo for ages.
Ooh, look, a sheep.
Alright.
Oh, can I help you? Yeah.
Bedtime for everyone.
Yeah, I think it's time to go. Alright, this has been Couples Cast, episode 11. Thank you guys for listening. Again, if you guys want to ask us any questions, we will have Q&A segments at the end of every episode. So leave a question down below in the comments, and we'll get to it for our next podcast. No time constraint. Ask whatever you want, within reason. I mean, if we find something that's not within reason, we're just going to say, screw it, we're not going to answer it. And if we don't answer it, that's why.
We'll answer it sarcastically.
Are you guys all huddled together? Everyone's just walking off. We got to say goodbye.
Bye.
I know you've been...
Bye.
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 See you guys next time.
See ya.